5 reasons why realtors are quitting the business in 2023.
Coming up next on Real Estate Dirt.
Okay, Nicole, so realtors in the last couple of years have, we talked about this before. You could write for sale on a little yellow Post-it note, affix it to a blade of grass in front of a property, and you'd get 50 offers within 10 minutes.
Now, whether or not that agent was skilled enough to navigate those offers to ensure you got the best possible deal, that's a whole nother story based on experience and expertise. But attracting buyers, super easy.
So we're going to talk today about the 5 reasons why realtors are going to be making a mass exodus out of the business in 2023. So number 1,
Yeah.
interest rates.
Yeah. Why is it interest rates? Well, because the population is adjusting to the new normal interest rates. And these agents who got in the business just for the upturn or uptick, thinking it was easy, are freaked out by it. So they're starting to feel like it's doomsday, when the truth is it's just an adjustment. It's normal. It'll be fine. That's what I think.
Interest rates go up and down all the time. They have never stayed exactly the same.
Stock market goes up and down. I mean, doesn't mean I'm going to go jump off a cliff. Come on, people.
Number 2, scarcity of available inventory.
Yes, there are currently less homes going on the market, but we're just entering the spring market and it'll start to shift, change. I know that we have people who are still moving. It's going to be fine. It's just not going to be like, I don't know, falling in your lap without any effort. What can I say? People are always going to buy and sell in any market because life happens.
Life happens. Number 3, inflation, cost of doing business, and the money isn't flowing like it was last year.
Yeah. And we are starting to see, obviously, inflation is happening. We're starting to see some adjustments in the job market as well, leveling out as far as I feel. Though, I will say the grocery store is certainly more expensive.
Groceries are definitely more expensive.
It hurts me a little bit. I'm like, geez. But at the end of the day, if you don't have the money to market and brand yourself, it is a business, so you need to have those funds. Where I think before, when realtors got in and it was just people running to you, actually couldn't even service all of them well enough. You didn't have to worry so much about marketing money or strategy or really running an actual business. That's what this is for those who succeed in it.
Yeah, the newer realtors, they got in, again, the Post-it note on the blade of grass in front, and now you actually,
right.
There's money involved. You have to market, and yeah. Number 4, the lack of education stemming from we'll call it the training coming from the brokerage that the newer agent especially signed with. So because I know you're looking at me like kind of crazy.
Yeah, I always do that.
It's very common for newer agents to, when they're interviewing, to find what brokerage they're going to land at, focus only on commission, and training is a distant second.
Yeah, it's true.
So,
it's true.
So go ahead.
A lot of agents, because we're always hiring, if you know anybody who wants to be a buyer specialist on Team Tudisco or who wants to join Wheatland Realty, we are always hiring. But what I find more often is the short-sightedness of agents where even 1 or 2 years into the business, they're focused 100% on the cost, the dollars. They're stepping over dollars to save pennies. What does Tony always say? He said, 100, was it 100% of a grape?
No, it's half of a watermelon is still more than 100% of a grape.
Right. So people focus just on the split, like, how much, because we're all independent contractors, and so your brokerage has a split with you. And so surprise, the realtors don't keep all the money you see on the paper. And they just focus on the money. They don't focus on increasing their skill set, serving the client better. How do you market? What are the best strategies to use to reach your client? And how do you serve them best to ensure they get the best possible deal that market can offer them? They're not focused on that. They're just focused on their own pocket. And I think in the long term, that backfires.
I mean, it worked over the last couple of years because of the way the market was.
Yeah.
But it's not working now. And that leads us perfectly into number 5, which
Yes.
is now you actually have to work.
Yeah.
You have to be good at your craft.
Yeah.
And you have to grind.
Yeah. Well, and you're being exposed. Your lack of knowledge is being exposed because the buyer or seller
time.
has time to talk to you, time to feel you out. They're not getting 5 seconds to look at a house and make an offer and go from there. So they have time to say, what's your skill set? What do you bring to the table? What's your experience? And you're being exposed. So I say that if you're one of those agents and you want to make it and you don't want to drop out, you need to dig in. You need to find a mentor. You need to find a brokerage. You need to find somebody who will give you answers, somebody who will give you candid and transparent answers on how to serve your clients best, and then how to share yourself. You can't be a secret agent, how to share yourself and make sure that people know you exist as an agent. So, yeah. What's your value proposition? And make sure you know all of the details on the back end.
So the National Association of Realtors says, I mean, just to give some rough numbers, there's about 1.5 million realtors. The blue
the
are
highest ever. I think it's the highest
might be.
ever.
That doesn't mean realtor and real estate agent. You can be a real estate agent and not be a realtor, just to make that clear. But so there are 1.5 million realtors in the country. They think about 2% are going to be leaving the business in 2023, which is about 31,000. Now, to break that down into Illinois, there's about 50,000 in Illinois, and if you do 2%, that's about 1,000 realtors. And if you break that down even further, the largest concentration of realtors are in Naperville. So Naperville is going to see its fair share, most likely according to NAR, of mass exodus of realtors leaving the business.
I remember the last max exodus was in 2008, and I saw one brokerage had 200 and something agents, went down to 60. And because too many people think that it's a commodity, and what it really is the rabbit hole is very deep on real estate. And there's no way even I or Tony or anybody, any realtor, could convey all the possibilities that can happen on each transaction, that every single one in my almost 20 years has been different. You need to have a pretty solid foundation so you can adapt to every situation and help prevent your client from making certain decisions if they're not right for them, and help them make other ones that might be best for them. So it takes a pretty big knowledge base and years of training to get to that point.
Skill set matters. I mean, we've talked about this a million different times. Skill set matters. And
that's it. So
that's it.
Last thing, I think we've lost 25% in our local market already. I thought I heard that number. So after spring, it'll probably be a little bit more, but that's okay because we're not going anywhere.
We're not going anywhere.
If you like this, please like and subscribe.
And
if you know anybody moving to the Chicagoland area, call Team Tudisco and give us the opportunity to earn your trust and your business.
Shameless plug. All right. Thank you for watching another Real Estate Dirt video, and peace. Well, you asked for the water.
It's fine. I'm being easier.
Well, what I'm saying is you asked for the water when you had your breakfast.
And you're not up there. So I wasn't going to send you back up. I don't need it bad enough. If I was like a 10, oh my God, I want the water, I would go get it myself. I don't want you to, expend any extra energy for things that are not like a level 7 and above. There's varying levels of degrees on how much somebody wants something. Like if it's a 7, I might say, yeah, could you grab me that?
I guess.
See how thoughtful I am? I'm so thoughtful.
A level 7 and above?
Yeah, a scale 1 to 10. Like how bad do you want it? I'm just not willing. I don't want it bad enough to send you back up there and put extra work. And see how caring I am for you? I am thinking of you.
Okay.